rock.
You. Shwigga got activism. This is where we are.
Sorry, 1 second. Hi, can I help you?
No,
Okay.
thank you.
Are you just here to look around or?
Yeah.
Is there something specifically
I don't.
you're looking for? Or? These are our interns. I don't know why.
Oh, okay.
Are you with a group or
A
what's going
group? What do you mean?
on? I don't know why are you recording?
Oh, okay. What's your name?
My name's Ben.
Ben?
Ben, yeah.
Do you have a card?
Yeah, sure. What's going on?
No, I'm just recording.
Can I wait, why?
I'm working on a story.
Okay, what's the story?
I can't divulge that until it's
Be happy to
published.
answer any questions you have.
If I have any, I'll ask you. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
I mean, you can't just come in our office and record. I mean, if there's
Why
anything
not?
specifically you wanted to look at or talk about.
I can't record in here.
I mean, are you just planning on hanging out in here indefinitely and sticking cameras in our face? I don't know what's...
I mean, I can stay here till you close. I have a right to be here.
I mean, so there's limits, right? Within reason. This is an open office. You're
As,
welcome to come here. But
as
if you're
long
just
as I'm
coming here
not committing a crime, I have a right to be
are
here.
you just gonna hang out here for the next few hours and with a camera?
I'm going to conduct business. I might be here till you close.
All right. So that's not gonna work.
You guys are open, right? To 5
We're
o'clock?
open for constituents. We're open for constituent cases. If
Or
someone
the
wants
public
to come in
can-
here and
yeah.
talk, but if you can't just come in and hang out.
I'm not hanging out, sir. Loitering is without a purpose. I have a purpose.
What is your purpose?
To record.
Okay, so that's not gonna fly. That's not.
Why? Because you said so?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank God you don't make the law.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Anything else we can help with, or
No, I told you I don't need your help. You help me. I need your card.
you got it?
So for now, I'm okay. If
All right,
I
well,
need
you
if I
have
need
any
anything,
questions, or if you need help with anything, happy to help. But otherwise, I think you have to leave.
no, I have a right to be here.
I don't think that's true.
It is true.
You do not have an indefinite right to just stand. In
If
the
I'm not-
office.
if I'm not
it's
commi-
open and it's public, but you cannot just stand here.
There's no but, sir.
I don't feel threatened.
It's open.
It's
Open and
bothersome
it's
so.
You said it right. It's open and it's public.
Yeah, people are welcome to come in here and ask for help or
And
ask
also
questions.
and record their government officials in the course of their
You
duties.
cannot just stand here and record
You guys
all
work for the
day.
public.
No.
I can.
No,
I can.
I don't think that's true.
It is true.
Okay.
You should educate yourself. It's the First Amendment. Freedom of the press. Wherever the public can go, the press can go. And we have a constitutional right to record our government in the course of their duties. Did you know that?
Yeah.
It's the 1st Amendment. So I can come in here and I could peacefully stand off to the side and watch you during business hours. It's time, place, and manner.
I do not. You cannot just stand
The
here
time is
indefinitely
office
and
hours?
stick cameras in our face. No.
The time is office hours.
Yeah.
The manner is
So people
peaceful.
come to the office for questions or for help, but you cannot just stand here. and stick
Yeah,
cameras in our
I'm
faces.
conducting business right now and you're interrupting that.
This is not business.
Hi,
yeah.
how are you?
Hi, how are you?
How can I
I'm
help
grateful. No, as I was telling Ben here, I'm working on a story and I'm going to be recording and gathering public information.
What's that?
And maybe before I leave, I'm going to submit a FOIA request.
Okay, for what?
Public information,
No, I
public
know
records.
I know what FOIL means. I'm saying, what's the story?
I can't divulge it because it's not published yet. It could compromise the story. But I was telling Ben that I have a constitutional right to record my government and of course of the
So you
duties.
just want to sit here and record us?
It's my civic duty. Did you know that it's our civic duty to watch the government?
Where are you a reporter with?
I don't really want to give any identifying information, especially with the way Ben treated me here today. I'm afraid of
I
retaliation.
want to help if there's any questions we can answer.
You're kind of
Why don't you take a seat,
hostile.
okay?
No, I'm okay. I'm just going to be standing right here recording. What's your name, ma'am? Do you have a business card?
I don't have one on me, but I am the Assembly Member's Chief of Staff.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. What is your name?
David.
David. David.
Yeah.
what?
Just David is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry about that. Driver's license. Right, so we immediate point.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Can I submit a FOIA request, please?
What's
Oh,
that?
what?
A FOIA?
We don't do them in the office. You would have to.
Go to Albany?
I mean, you could call. I don't know exactly the process.
I just
but it's
wanna
all
write it
run
out.
through the assembly. Yeah, so you would have to call their line and
Can I
see how
speak
it-
to your chief of staff, please?
I could take a message. I think she's hopping onto a call soon, but I don't. I'll see if she has more information.
I just wanna write out my FOIA and submit it. Through the FOIA law, I have that right.
Yeah, but again, I mean, I think there's a process. We don't generally just do that.
It could
in
be
office. I think you would
online.
have
It
to
could
do
be online, in
Yeah.
person, or through the mail.
I think you could do it online or through mail.
No, I want to do it in person.
I don't know. I mean, you like you said, you might have to go up to Albany for that. It's all done through the assembly.
No, you would forward it to whoever handles your FOIAs.
Right. I don't know who that person is. You would have to call the assembly.
Can you write it out for me, please?
Yeah, I can give you a number.
No, I want to write out my FOIA. I just want to submit it.
I don't think that's how it works.
Can you ask to
Yeah.
find out for sure? Thank you. What do y'all think? Y'all think she's recording?
Okay, so you call that number, go to that website. They don't have in-person requests, but if you have any questions, you call that number. It's all run through the assembly. Like I said, we don't do that here. It's not, the assembly runs all the centralized kind of processes. So if they needed anything from us, they'd let us know, but you have to go through the assembly. And that's all the information is on.
It says to submit an electronic FOIA.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
I
want
put the link on the top there.
Yeah, I don't want to submit
Okay,
an
so then you have to
electronic
call them,
FOIA. I want to
because-
submit a FOIA in person in
Okay, so then
writing.
you call them and they'll tell you where to go. It's not
I want records for this office.
I know, but
That's why I came here.
You're right. So you submit the request, and then whatever we have to hand over, we'll hand over.
That's what I'm saying. If you can get a pen and paper and help me write it out, please. I need that resource. That's why I
I don't
came
think
here.
there is a way to do it by pen and paper, but again, the people who would know that's the number is highlighted.
I mean,
That's
maybe
that's the FOIA office in the assembly, so they would have all the answers to your questions.
it says if you need help navigating, it says questions about navigating the website, please contact the Assembly Public Information Office.
Yeah, and that's the number there.
So if I write out my request in person here, it seems like the Public Information Office is the people that handles the FOIA, so you would just forward it to them. But I
What is the
haven't.
question about FOIL?
Yeah, I just want to write out my FOIA and submit it here in person, and then the onus would be on you to forward it to the proper department.
That's not how the FOIL works, though.
So how does the
you
FOIA
would
work?
have to submit your FOIL in using those directions. We are not if you want to FOIL the assembly, then you will send it to the office that handles that.
Which would be where?
Did you print out what does it say?
So they didn't have anything for.
It talks
Okay.
about online, how to submit records online. I don't want to submit records online. I want to submit records in person. A records request in
So let
person.
me see what the address is for you. Okay.
But what I'm saying is I want records from this office. That's why I came to this
So
office.
we do not handle, this is how it works, okay?
I understand you don't have
No,
a
no, no.
FOIA officer here. I understand
right.
that.
If you want records from this office, it's not like I produce the FOIL.
I know
for you.
that.
So I'm going to get you, like I just said, the address for the FOIL who handles everything for
What
the
I'm
New York
saying
State
is
Assembly.
I know that you're not going to respond to the request.
The
I
New
just
York
want
State
to.
Assembly Legal
Yes,
Counsel does.
yes. I just want to submit my request
and I
here.
said I'm getting that for you. Well, you
Okay.
cannot submit it here. They have a process for doing that. So that is what I don't understand why that there is a process that you would send it. Again, we do not process it, nor do we handle it. It goes directly to the New York State Assembly. That is to their legal team. They review it. It is not us that handles it. So let me get you that information, okay?
Sure, thank you.
Fantastic.
Let's read this.
Hello, sir. Hi. So they don't want you recording in here. So is it possible if you can just leave for me, please?
I'm conducting business.
You're conducting what kind of business?
Lawful business.
But
Legal and lawful business.
all right, but they don't want you in here.
Why? Because I'm black?
No, they don't want you recording in here.
Why can't I record? Because I'm black?
No, nobody said that.
So why not?
Because they don't
Excuse
want
me,
you recording
sorry.
in their office.
Why not? Is this a private
Because
office?
Yeah, that's their policy. They don't want you recording in their office.
It's a public office. Which means I have a right to conduct business. And I have a right to be here. And I have a right to record my government in the course of their duties.
Okay, but like I said, they don't want you recording in here.
Well, I don't want them to mistreat me, but they did anyways, right?
How are they mistreating you?
They called the police for a protected activity. You're supposed to come here and protect my rights.
I understand that you can
Right.
record.
I
but
can
just
record.
not- yes, you can record.
In any public building, any public
not
office.
in their office.
Of course, it's public. It's open to the public. And I'm conducting legal and lawful business.
I understand that.
So you're
But
here to protect me, right?
You cannot record.
You're here to protect me, right? And protect the Constitution?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I appreciate that.
However, if you can just step outside, you can record outside the building.
I can record in
outside
here
the
too. No,
door.
outside this door is a private building. So I can't record outside this door. I can record in this office because it's public. And these are public workers. And I can watch them in the course of their duties. The same way I can watch you, I can watch them. As long as I'm being peaceful, I'm not being disorderly, I'm not anywhere I'm not allowed to be. I'm in a public lobby, conducting business, recording my government in the course of their duties.
Okay. Like I said,
So you're supposed to
possible?
come here and protect my rights.
Okay.
I've been waiting. I've been
I'm
waiting.
asking you nicely.
I've been waiting here 10 minutes for this
For what?
lady
What
to
do
bring
you-
me some
what do you
information
need to
about a
do?
FOIA request. Next thing I know, I have police officers coming here. So that's now I'm really offended.
All right, give me a second.
Can I get your name and badge number, your card, please?
Lapeter 24381.
Nice to meet you.
Yep, nice to meet you too. Here you go.
Thank you. What's your command? 20?
20th precinct.
20? I'll go with you guys earlier today.
Exit 9373.
Thank you. I've been waiting here. This lady said she was going to give me some information. So I sat down. I stopped recording. I'm waiting for her. Next thing I know, you guys arrived.
How long ago was that?
This was like 10, 15 minutes. 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I've been waiting for this lady to give me. All I want to do is submit my public records request. I would have been left. She says she's not aware. She's going to find out for me. So that's what I was doing. You know, my business, once I conduct my for you, take my video, I'll be on my way. So, it is what it is. I guess they feel safer with you guys here, which is fine. If they want to call you, they could call you. But I'm not expecting you to come and violate my rights. You know, so yeah, they should be aware that this is a public office and we can record here. So it's a state office, right? So, state is, I think it's a state assembly.
Yeah. No, not at all. I mean, this is what we're here for. We are happy to liaise with these agencies to make sure that these issues are addressed and resolved. So like I said, Yeah, what is your name?
It's not been like
Okay, so you're gonna provide it for him?
Mhm.
At this point, if you can inform her that I'll just take a blank piece of paper, since she's not aware of the process, the law, or my rights, I'm just gonna write it out and then leave it on her, because I wanted to submit a FOIA request,
Right.
which is a right, and I'm telling her that I can submit it in person. She said she's not sure, so I gave her the courtesy of finding out. I know I could fit it out in person, but at this point, I need a piece of paper so I can write it out. If you could let her know that.
This is what you needed?
Are you helping me conduct business, or are they helping me?
They printed it out for you.
Okay.
I'm just handing
What's
it to
this?
you. Said you wanted
At this point, I'm just gonna write out my request. The onus will be on them to forward it to whoever they gotta forward it to. That's who they gotta forward it to. But I'm gonna submit my legal document with them today. If you wanna let her know that.
you're gonna submit your legal document with
I'm
them
gonna
today?
submit it with them today, and the onus is on them to forward it to. That is, read the FOIA law then. Read the FOIA law. I'm going to submit it to you because I want the records here. So I'm submitting it in this office. The onus is now on you to forward it to whoever your FOIA officer is. Try to play me for a fool. I was waiting for you. I waited 15 minutes for that paper.
I'm sorry about that. I just showed up.
At this point,
So,
I'm just going
What is
to
it that you are trying to do?
take pictures and video and submit a FOIA. What time is it?
4 o'clock.
Okay, I have an hour to take pictures. So I have a right to be here until this place closes. Which I might not do, but I have a right to do that.
They called the precinct directly. Boarding is not 98 yet, so James will need to come over here. He is recording in the office. They don't want him to record in their office. And he requested the address or something to do a FOIA request. So now he's saying that he's just gonna sit there and continue to record and do it here, and then they have to send it over, but they don't want him to in their office. I mean, yeah. No, so he wants to do one of those like FOIA requests. So they gave him the address to where he's supposed to send it or whatever, but now he's saying that he's gonna do it while in the office, while continuing to record in their office. He's one of those First Amendment order people.
That was First Amendment order to people. I don't see what the confusion is. She seems confused, but you don't seem confused. You know I could record in here, right?
Yeah.
So why is she confused?
I don't think he's confused. He's on the phone.
It's time, place, and manner. Time is business hours. The place is public, limited public forum, and the manner is peaceful. So.
Because I asked him to a few times. Okay. Okay. Alright, so I'll see if they'll tell him. I'm pretty sure he's not gonna go at that point either. Okay, yeah, and Jaren was saying something about like a representative of the building, but it's like an office inside of a building. So these people would be like the representative, right? Okay, so they have to tell him to leave, and if he doesn't leave, okay. 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 Okay, alright, thank you.
What's your name again, ma'am?
Lapeter.
Peter, are you knowingly conspiring to violate my rights or
No,
accidentally?
no, that's not what I'm doing.
You know that they can ask me to
I'm just
leave.
trying to diffuse the situation.
You know that they can ask me to leave all day, but I have a
Yeah.
right to be here, right?
Okay, I understand that.
As long as I'm
just trying
not
to
committing a
diffuse the situation,
crime.
Okay?
What I'm saying is, if I'm not committing a crime, I have a right to be here. You know that, right? They can ask me to smack myself. That doesn't mean I have to smack myself. Respectfully, I'm trying to be as respectful as possible.
Okay, so he wants to fill out his request here and have you guys send it or whatever he wants to do. Can he still do that?
Let's see if she solicits a trespass.
Okay, so he has to mail the FOIA request. So basically what I'm trying to say is you can, because you guys, it's a public space, but you have a right to privacy. So therefore,
It's not even the privacy thing, it was just
But-
somebody walked into our office, given that another elected official in another state had just been assassinated and another one was shot. And then there was someone who was just walking in and saying, I'm recording everything you are doing, now give us information about himself. And just, it makes it a tense situation for
okay,
me.
I understand that, but I need to know what you want from here, from me, from
I
here.
would just
I don't-
like, if he could finish, we gave him the address of where it should go, and then he can send his FOIA request to them.
So the only way in order to do the FOIA request is if he sends it himself.
I mean, if I mail it, I don't wanna get accused from him of not mailing something, or, you know, I don't know, it's already a very tense situation. Or I can give him an envelope and walk him to the mailbox if that's what he wants, but that's the process for FOIA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They mail it to wherever
Yeah.
they need to mail it to.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So what is it that you wanna do? You wanna do
She's
your
saying that
FOIA?
if anybody wants to submit a FOIA request in person, everybody has to go to Albany to submit it in person.
No, you don't have to go to Albany, you just have to mail
That's
it
the
to
address,
this.
Albany.
No, I understand that, but what I'm saying is you just have to mail it to that address. Your FOIA request, you just mail it to that address and then that's it.
Okay.
Okay?
I can't do that. The only resource I have is this office. That's why I came here,
Okay.
to utilize them for help. And through
I
the
can give you stamps and an envelope, and then you can mail it at wherever you want.
Okay, so I'll compromise for that, even though the onus is on them. Once I submit it, it's submitted.
Alright. So you're gonna submit your request?
Once I submit it
she's
to
gonna
them,
give you
it's
an
submitted, and the onus
Okay.
is on them.
It's submitted to
It
us.
is. I mean, you should read the FOIA law, ma'am. I know that you're not the keeper of the records, ma'am. I understand that.
I am not the keeper of the record.
But I can't make it
So
to
if you
I
put
can't
your
make it to
address
Albany.
on here, put your address on here, put the address for the FOIL request on this envelope. I will put stamps on it, and then you can submit it to that address.
It's funny. Carissa's been on for 5 years. Edward's been on it for since 2024, and he seems a little bit more knowledgeable. That we have a right to be here as long as we're not committing a crime. It's time, place, and manner. Miss Carissa, you gotta be careful soliciting a trespass, and also you gotta be careful conspiring to violate rights, especially on body camera. And how come I can't just be a free American exercising my First Amendment? Why I gotta be a First Amendment auditor? I could just be somebody that knows their rights and decides to record. Do you have a time date stamp? Because I'm gonna need a copy for my records. Can you make a copy of this for me?
Sure.
Thank you. Can I get a copy, please? Thank you.
Oh, you got it. Okay. All right, we'll keep you posted.
$7,000 this first year. That's not bad. Miss Carissa made $112,000 last year. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Here you go.
I just need the copy.
The
She
copy?
keeps the original.
Okay.
All right.
Are you gonna put the address on here and mail it?
No, that's the onus is on her. I submitted it already. What she does with it,
Not how FOIL works.
I submitted it, ma'am. The onus is on
I
you.
am not the FOIL officer. So there are explicit directions online. I am not.
I don't have those resources, ma'am. I can't make it to Albany, and I don't have the internet.
You don't have to make it to Albany. I do not.
I don't know how to send mail. I don't know how to do that. I know how to submit FOIAs in
So then
person.
they
Maybe you
could
should call.
walk you to the post, right to the mailbox after I write
You
it.
call them, ma'am. I don't need them. You call them. They're
So,
here for you.
Okay, yes, because you just walked into our office, would not tell us who you were, and just.
You asked me my name. I told you my name is David. You said, "What am I doing here?" I told you why I'm here, what I'm doing, and I told you my name. I don't wish to speak to you no more, ma'am. I just want to take my pictures and video.
What do you
I'm
want
just saying
here?
this is not the FOIL thing. I'm saying that this is.
Ma'am.
I'm not the FOIL officer. That is the problem.
Ma'am, I don't wish to speak to
So are
you.
you not allowed to do this?
It's
Or
not
are you?
submitted. I have to.
That's her job to figure out. That's not your job. That's your job. I submitted my for you. That's it. By law.
Figure it out, please.
By law, I submitted it.
Yes, that is the process. If you want, I'm gonna put the address on it.
FOIAs could be submitted in writing, in person,
I
through
understand,
phone,
but I'm
and
not the
email.
FOIL agent, so
I know
It
that.
has to go to the New York State
So-
Assembly.
I know
So,
that. I
have a
know,
question.
ma'am.
If she writes the address and all that for you and puts a stamp on it, would you walk it to the mailbox and drop it in the mailbox?
Sure,
what
yeah.
I-
I'll do that.
All right,
Yeah.
Can you just?
That is literally what I offered, and then he
Awesome,
said no
thank you.
until you just reoffered it.
I mean, because you made an inconvenience for me. You offended me. Ma'am, you offended me by calling
Can you
law
give me
enforcement.
the address that I gave you? The
Sure. You offended me by calling law enforcement for no crime. They're going to come here and protect my rights. As you see that. Exactly. It's pointless. I'm not a threat to nobody. But if you feel more comfortable with them here, then so be it. That's your right.
Yes, it is.
They're going to protect your rights, and they're going to protect my rights. And they're going to enforce the law. Nobody's committing a crime here. So that's the good thing. You guys close soon, right? Like a half an hour? This office closes.
At 5 o'clock.
Okay, so I'm going to take a couple more pictures. I'll be on my way.
Fantastic. And would you like me to put would you like to put a return address in case something goes wrong, it goes to you to
Well, they're going to
something is-
respond via email, so
I know, but I'm saying if there is an issue with the mail.
you can put your
then
address.
like that.
You can
But
put the
then I don't
address
know how
here.
to get in touch with you to tell you that this.
Well, I can leave you my email, and if it comes back, you just send me an email,
Okay.
and I'll
perfect.
come.
Then here you go. This is for you.
Your address is already on there. Okay.
Yeah. This is what I was trying to do for you.
I appreciate your help. Thank you.
That is the process, and so if anything goes wrong, leave us your email, and we can let
Do you want to write it down?
Or you can put it right in the constituent intake, right there in your email. Right there.
This one?
Yep.
You guys have a newsletter?
Which newsletter would you like?
Like if I submit on the some websites, if you submit your email, they send you newsletter updates. Like, do you guys do community outreach?
Yeah.
Anything like that? Do you have a schedule for like any events planning?
I do not have any events planned right now.
Okay. Are you guys involved in the community boards?
Yeah.
You guys attend those meetings?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of services do you provide to the constituents at this office?
Anything they need.
So if somebody needs housing?
If somebody has a housing issue, we deal with people who are being evicted. We deal with people who need benefits. We deal with if they're not getting repairs. We do all of that.
And from what street to what street do you cover?
We cover from 41st Street to 93rd Street. It's not perfect. It's gerrymandered along the way. So
Does it cover certain, like from which avenue to which avenue?
From 41st to 49th or whatever, west of 10th Avenue. And then in the 50s, it goes in and out, but from 7th to 12th Avenue.
And you have to live in that area to receive constituent services here?
So we handle constituent, for those people, yeah.
Do you have a map of where
I
someone...
don't have a handy map.
How would I know who my closest assembly
So if
offices?
you go onto Who Represents Me, New York City, and you type in your address, you could find out who represents you right there.
Okay. And would I be able to receive, it's kind of hard to receive services anonymously, but like...
It is extremely difficult to receive services anonymously,
Right.
especially if you were applying for something through the city, state, or federal government. They would usually need
But you guys help the constituents deal with homelessness, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. By placing them in shelters, or like do you help get vouchers?
We try to do all of that, yep.
Okay. All right. So I appreciate the information.
Sure.
Have a good day. Thank you.
You too.
Look at these brownstones.
You guys are good? You said your name was David?
Yes, ma'am.
David, are you okay? You're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, you have a nice day, okay?
God bless you. Thank you for protecting my rights.
Yep, no problem.
All right. So the police left first. We're just gonna take a couple pictures. Then we'll be on our way. Probably right after them. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that like button. Love you all. Till next time. Peace. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.
Till next time. Peace.
Walking down the street, the avenue of change. Voices rising beat, fist up, no rearrange. Every step we take, on this path we lead. Power to the people, justice is our creed. On the activist avenue, where dreams turn to action true. On the activist avenue, change is coming through. We stand up tall.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play? Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play? Hey, wanna play? Hey, wanna play? Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play? Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
For my safety, I don't want you doing that. You understand?
Is police safety a law?
No.
No,
So your safety is
it's
low
what
and
they
low?
drilled in your head
Yeah.
at the
What about
academy,
you?
right?
And keep a good guy down.
Why you touch me for?
You
wanna get slapped?
You don't approach us while we're
I can do whatever the fuck I want. I'm on the sidewalk.
go.
Yes, I can stand here all day and record. There's nothing you can do. Have a good day.
Hi, I'm Chucky, and I'm your friend to the end. Heidi ho!